Namaskar, I'm Maina Bhatnagar. In the series of tarot card, today I have chosen the card Hangman. Hangman is on the number 12th of the tarot sequence. In the tarot, the sequence matters a lot, and the reason is the Fool represents the zero, the stage in life where we are actually zero. We have no experience, we have no knowledge, and we have nothing to carry us on. The Hangman is almost to the midpoint, and the last card is the World, that is number 21. So from 0 to the final card and in between the Hangman, this is like a triangle, a point where you begin with nothing, a point where you are in the mid, and a point of finality. So how do we correlate this? The midpoint is a point where you realize what is important and what is not important. This is also like the midlife. Often people have midlife crisis where they want to know or they realize what is important and what is that is not important, and they have been carrying on. So what do they need to let go and what they need to carry on? This is actually the midpoint in the life and in the sequence of tarot as well. When you look at this card, this is a beautiful card. It doesn't have many colors. You can see that there's on a tree on which there is a young man hanging upside down. His head has a halo behind him, which indicates that he is a learned man, enlightened. He wears a blue color fabric, a dress, a shirt, and his pants are of red color. His hands are behind his back. We have no idea whether they are tied or he has just decided to hold them back. His legs form kind of a number 4 in reverse order. So if you look at the whole picture, this picture is very similar to the cross, of course hanging on the tree, and the shape itself is of a cross. This card is similar to two things. One is of Christ himself and Christ's sacrifice for all of us. This card is also similar or speaks of God Odin. God Odin is a god in Norse mythology. In fact, he is the only god in the tarot deck. We have some very interesting symbols which are very unique to this tarot cards. So you will, as you go on reading the cards, you will find them. This was the symbology of the color. The background is a grey color, and grey is again a mix of white and black. White, which is knowledge, black, which is ignorance. So somewhere in between the ignorance and knowledge, again a midpoint. Grey often has been used as a color of neutral beliefs, color of knowledge, wisdom, and as you say, the grey hair, the wisdom again. So this card has two important meanings, two platforms. One is a spiritual and the other is material. In the questions of a spiritual, this is a beautiful card because it indicates that you are able to let go. And what do we hold on often? Beliefs, customs, values, people, wrong attachments, false ambitions, unachievable goals. These are things that one has to let go. Because as I said, in the midpoint is a point where you almost weigh and see where you are. So Hangman says that this is the time to let go. There's another very interesting saying where we say that we let our hair down, which means that we take it easy. We stop struggling, and that is what is the Hangman. In material questions, this question says that you cannot go further. If you look at the symbology, it's very interesting because you can see that the tree is almost like a T point. So when you are driving or walking on a path and you find a T point, it means you have to make a choice. You have to choose either direction. You cannot go straight. That is also hangman, which means you have to make a choice. The path on which you are going right now will not end fruitfully. So in readings, this often is a negative card, but the matter is very important. In a question of marriage, it's different. In a question of career, you will have to, if you are chasing very difficult goals, if you have burnt out yourself, if you think you are heading nowhere, it's a time to take a break and see where you are heading. This card is also very similar to the Four of Swords, because the Four of Swords is also about taking a break. The knight is not forced to take a break. He puts his sword aside and he is resting. When we take a break or when we rest, we are rejuvenating, building strength, whether it is inner or it is outer. So in a nutshell, the hangman indicates that it is time to give up, time to let go, let our hair down, take a break, or take another path. This card is also similar or resonates its meaning with the planet Neptune. Neptune is also about psychic, dreams, and myths. So this was some of the meanings from the card Hangman. My reference is to my book, The Secret Bridge of Tarot and Astrology. I would like to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe my channel. Also, please visit my website, mainabhatnagar.com. Thank you again.